my darlings, how are you? I hope that you are doing amazing. It's DarlingDTarot bringing you another pick a card reading. So for today, we are getting right into this and we are asking the question, how does your love interest view you? So this could be your crush, this could be the person you're in a situationship with, or maybe just your romantic partner in general. Maybe you're already dating this person, right? But this is just a check-in to see how they view you, what they want with you, and what their intentions are going forward. So we have 4 beautiful piles here in front of us, stack 1, stack 2, stack 3, and stack 4. Now you can choose based off of the energy of the pile, the number of the pile, or the items associated with each stack. Today we are using the beautiful Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle cards paired with these crystal pendants that I made. Tell me down below, what do you think of these pendants? Do you guys like them? So for stack 1, we have the beautiful red Jasper pendant. For stack 2, we have the Bloodstone pendant. For stack 3, we have the Carnelian pendant. And for stack 4, we have the Amethyst pendant. So you can choose just 1, you can choose 2, you can choose 3, you can choose all 4, whatever you feel drawn towards. But first, let's clear our mind. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's hold it. And release. And with that, I will give you a few seconds to choose, and I will see you at your pick. Oh, I also want to say that if it doesn't resonate, that you can always come back and choose another one. So I will see you in a few seconds. Bye for now. Hello to everyone who picked stack 1. Let's get right into your reading and see how does your love interest view you. So right off the bat, I love the fact that you chose the red Jasper pendant and the Algae's rune. I feel like you're someone who's incredibly intelligent, you're very well read, very book smart, you're someone who's incredibly studious too. You're someone who really takes care of yourself, you're very structured, you might have a very I don't want to say predictable lifestyle, but I feel like you're someone who does the same things in and out. So it provides a lot of stability for other people. It provides a lot of security as well because people know that you're not going to just leave them, right? Now, I also feel like you're someone who goes after your dreams. I feel like you're someone who runs towards them very fearlessly, very courageously. You know, I feel like you're someone who just kind of goes with the flow, and that's something that people really love about you. But going forward, also with Algae's, I feel like you're someone who is very honest, very truthful, very just. I wouldn't be surprised if you have Libra somewhere in your chart as well. You don't have to, but I feel like you're incredibly fair. I keep hearing innocent until proven guilty. You love to give people the benefit of the doubt. You love to walk a mile in another person's shoes. You're very open-minded and very open-hearted, and that's another thing this person finds very admirable about you. You're someone who's very grounded too. You're very humble. You're not the type to just flex on them. You don't like to brag. You love to share the abundance. You love to share your success, which honestly, you are someone who is incredibly successful. I feel like you're someone who has used your own resources and your own wits to really achieve something great in life, right? You might also have a earth sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, so that's Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And I feel like that's something that people really appreciate too, is that you bring a grounded energy to every circle that you're in. You help people to get back to equilibrium as well. You're someone who gives a strong perspective on life. I feel like you have a lot of strong beliefs and strong opinions on the world. You might be an activist. You might be someone who is also an environmentalist. And that's something that this individual finds very beautiful about you. But I feel like you're also very sensual, but you're also someone who loves to stay in the here and now. You're someone who's very present. You're someone who you know, likes to make sure that they are enjoying the moment. So you might be the type to say, I'm not going to take any pictures because I'd rather live in the moment than to have to be on my phone taking pictures and relive it at a later date, right? It takes the magic away from it. You'd rather have memories than pictures. It's kind of the energy that I get here. And maybe that's something that this person finds very sentimental about you, because you really are living in the moment and living with them every second that you guys are together, right? You also have a very strong intuition. Some of you guys might be like Sailor Moon fans. I wanted to put that out there. But I also feel like you're very spiritual. You're very intuitive. And I feel like that's another thing that people notice about you right off the bat. Not only just your love interest, but just people in general, right? But I feel like your love interest is very proud that they have a spiritual partner, you know, because I feel like there's this energy of you always know. You can always pick up on when they're having a bad day. I feel like this person always feels spiritually protected around you as well. But I feel like you're someone who really helps them to achieve their dreams and to achieve their goals. You give them that push forward. I feel like, honestly, when it comes to your friends and family members and your loved ones, you're someone who is a cheerleader. You're someone who is kind of a yes man as well. But I feel like your significant other or your love interest just really appreciates that, because I feel like they don't have anyone else in their life that really uplifts them the way that you do, right? I also feel like you just have really good insight. You might have a lot of deja vu too, or you might receive kind of prophetic dreams. And you're someone who just always listens to yourself and listens to your intuition, and they find that very attractive. So going forward onto your first card, we have your animal language card, and this is giving us some more information on what your love interest thinks of you before we dive in. So we have number 33, Gecko. The number 33 is talking about the number 6. Why am I not surprised? Because honestly, we were talking about how you're someone who is abundant. You're someone who has worked very hard for everything that you have in your life, and you're someone who has worked off of your own resources, off of your intelligence, off of your wit, off of your just perseverance, right? I keep hearing that for some of you guys, you really had to buckle down and you really had to focus on your studies, or really had to start saving up while you're working, but it really did pay off. I feel like you're someone who has went through a lot of transformation in your life as well, but it always brought you to more maturity and to being able to connect with other people more, you know? Even the disappointments that you've had in life, you use it as a way to be able to understand what another individual is going through, and that's another thing your future partner finds very attractive. They love the fact that you can pay for everything on your own too. You don't rely on them. Maybe there's even this energy of reciprocity, and you know, you like things to be 50-50. You like to take your partner out sometimes, and you like to be taken care of sometimes, but it's kind of like that energy of if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So I feel like there's kind of this trade-off, right? Now, going forward, I feel like this person sees you as someone who is very confident, very beautiful, or handsome. They know that you look good, and they like that. I keep hearing walking past the mirror. Ooh, damn, I'm fine. And I feel like that's the energy that they think of when they think of you. But with Gecko, you know, it says synchronicity, optimism, truth, and mobility. Again, very truthful individual, someone who is always honest. I feel like honesty is the best policy with you, right? And I feel like that's one of your main deal breakers when it comes to relationships, that the minute that you find out that someone is dishonest with you, you're like, no, I don't want to deal with you anymore. If you're capable of lying to me about this small thing, what else are you capable of lying about, right? Because you're someone who keeps it 100% honest with people, and you hold your partners to that same responsibility. And I don't want to say that you hold people to high expectations, but let's be real here, Stack One. You hold yourself to high expectations, so why wouldn't you hold the rest of your friend group and your circles, your inner circles, to that same expectation, especially your partner? Because I feel like you see your partner as an extension to yourself, you know, and you want your partner to also take pride in themselves, to take pride in their projects, their passions, their hobbies, their aspirations, goals, and dreams, right? Now, going forward, I feel like you're someone who receives a lot of synchronicities as well. You're someone who receives a lot of confirmations from the universe and confirmations from spirit. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys see like the number 333 or 444 going forward, and maybe that's something that you even bring up to your partner. But going forward, you're very optimistic. You're someone who sees the glass as half full as opposed to half empty. You know, and you're someone who is really graceful when it comes to change as well. You're someone who is very okay with just shedding your old skin and stepping into something brand new, right? But with mobility as well, for some of you guys, maybe you are disabled and maybe you have made the best out of that situation. You know, maybe you're someone who's very inspirational in regards to that because you've never just, you know, felt bad for yourself. And I don't want to say it so bluntly, but it's almost this energy of you saying to everyone around you, no, I'm all that in a bag of chips. I'm incredible. I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. I'm phenomenal. I'm smart. I am incredible in so many different ways, you know, that even if I'm not mobile to the same extent that other people are, you know, maybe you're someone who struggles with chronic pain, or maybe you're someone who struggles with chronic anxiety or chronic fears, or, you know, maybe there's also this energy of chronic depression, or, you know, especially when it comes to chronic illness, they can kind of go hand in hand. You can have chronic depression when you have like epilepsy or lupus or, you know, any sort of illness, right? You know, maybe for some of you guys as well, you are in a wheelchair, or maybe you're on crutches. Maybe for some of you guys, I feel like maybe you even broke a leg while you were with this individual, or maybe just broke one leg and you had to walk around with crutches for a while. Take it as it resonates. There's going to be a lot of people watching this video, so just take it as it comes, right? But with mobility, I feel like you're also someone who is very adaptable, right? You love to go out on the go, and you love to experience new ideas, new cultures, and new outlooks. So going forward, what is the main overall energy that this person associates with you, your love interest? So we have number 34, community. Wow, 33 and then 34. So this person sees you as someone who paces yourself. You take your time very much in the present moment. You're not thinking about the future. You're not thinking about the past. You're thinking about the here and now, right? You know, I feel like you're just happy to be alive, and that's the energy that they get when they think about you. The number 7 also indicates indigo child energy. So they see you as someone who is a natural born leader, someone who is incredibly intelligent, someone who honestly has very intellectual conversations as well. You're also incredibly attractive. Let me just put that out there again. I feel like you're very personable too. You really love to get along with everyone that you meet. And that's something that they find very admirable. For some of you guys, you might have a butterfly tattoo, or maybe even just a flower tattoo in general. But going forward, they see you as part of the community. They see you as, you know, maybe some of you guys love to look after the neighborhood. Maybe some of you guys love to pick up litter, like on the beach as well. But you love to put yourself out there. You love to be a part of the community. You love to contribute too, especially when it comes to your inner circles and the people that you really love. Now, we also have contribute, communication, and tribe. So I really do feel like you call in your own tribe, you know, and I feel like you're okay with walking alone until you find those people that make up your tribe. And that's another thing that's very beautiful about you, is that you don't see it as being alone. You see it as having extra time for yourself, for your passions, and for your hobbies, you know, for the things that really light that fire from underneath you. And that's what your significant other or love interest finds very, very attractive about you. Now, going forward, again, I feel like you're someone who's very encouraging to everyone around you. I feel like you're someone who loves to uplift others. You love to take care of others. It just kind of comes naturally to you. So going on to your next 3 cards, how would this person describe you to others? Like, let's say that your love interest, would we have enough room over here? Let's see. Let's say that your love interest just decided that they would tell their family members about you, or their best friend Joe, or their long-lost cousin Samantha. This is what they would say. So we have the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and the Empress. Right off the bat, they'd say that you're someone who's very cautious. They say that you're someone who takes all of the measures possible to make sure that you're successful, to make sure that you're well taken care of, to make sure that you have all of the resources that you need as well. They would say that you know how to go through really difficult situations and know how to come out on top without even breaking a sweat. And that's something that they would say they're very proud of for you, is that you're someone who has overcome a lot. Now, also, I feel like for some of you guys, maybe there was this, I keep hearing scrutiny would be the best way to put it, of someone saying to you, oh, well, you can't do this because of this, this, or that. And I feel like you went out and you decided, I'm going to prove all of you wrong, and you went ahead and you did this, this, and that. And it really shook everyone. But your significant other and your, or your love interest is really, really proud of you for that. But also, you've walked away from a lot of things that are unfulfilling. You've walked away from things and learned how to release things that no longer serve you or no longer serve your energy space. And that's another thing that this person would tell others. I feel like they would also say that you don't need them. that you're someone who's very independent. You can take care of yourself with the Empress here. You're very much in your divine feminine energies too. They might say that you smell really good, that you smell really soft, like maybe you have a cologne that smells like tangerines, or maybe you have a perfume that smells like coconuts. Like there's just this energy of you smelling very soft and very delicate. You know, maybe that's how they would also describe you to other people, is that you come off very soft, very delicate, very fragile, but at the end of the day, you're very hardy, right? You're someone who has been through quite a lot, and you have come out of it stronger, tougher, and more mature. I also feel like, again, this person would say that you're a force to be reckoned with, that you're someone who might be a little bit sassy, you might be a little bit sarcastic, but you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know everything about yourself. You know, I feel like you really did a lot of shadow work throughout your life as well to understand what it is that you want going forward, who it is that you are, and that's something that your love interest would tell other people. Now, also, I feel like with the Six of Swords and the Empress card with the Eight of Cups, you're someone, I don't want to say that avoids confrontation, because I feel like honestly you will nip it in the bud, you know, you'll take care of it. But I feel like there's also this energy of when it comes to your love interest, or when it comes to your significant other, you'd rather things just be happy and rather things just be peaceful and friendly and playful, right? As opposed to being so serious. I keep hearing that Lady Gaga meme in my head from TikTok, let's just be playful. And I feel like that's the energy that we have here, right? I also feel like you're someone who is very good at avoiding drama, very good at walking away from drama too. Like, let's say that you're in a big friends group and you and your love interest share the same group of friends. I feel like they'd all be talking and you'd just be like, blah, 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 and you just like walk off, or you'd go on and do your own thing, or you'd go onto your phone. You're just not interested. You have better things to do than to be gossiping about other people, right? I also feel like you're someone who is very morally conscious as well. So now that we've established how this person kind of views you and how they would explain you to other people, let's go on to how this individual feels about you currently. So current energies, current emotions. So going forward, we have the King of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. Beautiful. Okay, for some of you guys, you might be laying low. I don't know if you guys got into a little bit of an argument or a little bit of a tiff. I don't think it's anything too bad, but I feel like this person acknowledges that you're doing your own thing, that you're taking the time that you need for yourself. You know, it could even be that maybe some of you guys are taking a break, maybe you're long distance, and during the times that you're apart, you think about each other. And, you know, maybe this individual is a little bit scared that you're going to have other love offers, and this person is so far away from you that they wouldn't even be able to sweep you off your feet and say, no, please don't go with Jim. What does he have to offer you? Look at my Star Trek collection. Like, they can't even say that to you, and they want to, right? But going forward with the King of Cups and the Three of Wands, I feel like this individual thinks about you a lot. You're always on their mind, and they want to see a future with you. They want to move forward. I feel like this person really has a lot of care for you, has a lot of love. If this is just a crush that you're asking about, I feel like this person is really scared that you would deny them if they came forward with their cup of love, but intuitively, I feel like they sense it back. But going forward, for those that are already in a connection with someone, you know, this person is just feeling a little bit dejected because you're focusing so much on yourself. And it's not to say that they feel like it's a bad thing, because they love your independence. It's actually the main reason why they fell in love with you, why they view you as their love interest. This also applies for crushes as well. But I really do feel like this individual is just sort of saying, like, you've been focusing on yourself, and I want to come forward with love. I want to come forward with appreciation, but I feel like I have to do that from a distance. I feel like I might have to do that just spiritually, just astral project to you and hang out with you that way, right? Because you're always busy. You know, and I feel like anyone that's watching this stack one, maybe that's it. Maybe you're focusing on your studies, maybe you're focusing on your work, and good on you. I'm proud of you. But I really do feel like this person misses you. I feel like the two of you guys have really awesome talks together. For some of you guys, maybe you're also in separation, and maybe that's something that's weighing really heavy on this person's mind. You might be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I also feel like you might be dealing with maybe an Aries as well. But going forward, you know, I feel like this individual is just kind of scared that you're going to leave them out in the cold, or that this situationship or this relationship is just going to go by the wayside, because again, what if you have better options or better things to do? But I think it's more of this energy of you just keeping busy. But I feel like maybe clarifying it to this individual and just saying to them like, hey, I really am just busy. It's not because I don't want to spend time with you, Jeremy. It's just because I have a lot on my plate. So even if this is a crush or if this is your partner, just make sure that you clarify to them and say, hey, I'm so busy. I still want to hang out. I still want to spend time with you, but I have other things that I have to do, right? So going forward, what does this person want with you in a perfect world? So we have the Chariot, the Empress again, wow, followed by the Eight of Swords and the Temperance card. Okay, beautiful. So right off the bat, you know, they want to take their time in this connection. They don't want to rush out. They don't want to leave. You know, even though you're off doing your own thing and you're being very independent, this person is still very happy to go forward with you. Look, we literally have another confirmation. This could be a Cancer placement. But going forward, I feel like this person is very balanced with you. This person finds themselves in better equilibrium when they're around you as well. This person wants to hug you though. They want to hold you in their arms. They want to kind of keep you close as well, because they see you as the Empress. They see you as someone who is very nurturing, very caring, very loving, very beautiful on the inside and out. Regardless of gender, they just see you as someone who is such a wonderful soul. I keep hearing beautiful soul even, you know, but you're someone who honestly they would stick around for, because they see themselves going long term with you, especially with Temperance and the Eight of Swords. It's almost as if they're saying, I'm here to stay, you're not getting rid of me. Go ahead and look up on YouTube Never Getting Rid of Me by the Waitress musical, because I feel like that's the overall vibe that we have here with this person. You know, I feel like once they have their mindset on something or someone, there's little to nothing that is going to change that, right? And maybe that's something you really appreciate about this person. But so what do they want with you ultimately? They want to keep being with you. And I feel like this person wants you to be independent too, but they also just want you to spend some time with them, right? I feel like they've been feeling a little bit cornered or a little bit stuck because they don't want to just come forward and be like, hey, Jessica, you stop hanging out by yourself and studying, you know? But I feel like this person wants to kind of say to you, hey, I'd like to go out for coffee sometime. I'd love to go out for dinner. You know, maybe this person just really wants to travel to you. With the Chariot, this is indicating travel. They don't want to be stuck where they are. They want to come visit you. The Empress is literally in the air as well. She looks like she's about to land. So maybe for some of you guys that are in a long distance connection, they feel very stuck, and it's almost as if their hands are tied in this connection. They want to move in together, but at the same time, it's almost as if they're saying there's so much distance here. We have to plan it better, and we have to plan it together. I can't just plan it by myself, right? So going forward, what are this person's intentions towards you? We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is here to stay, stack one. This is nothing to worry about. You know, this person wants to put in the time. They want to put in the effort and the energy. Very much reciprocity, 50-50. What you put in is what you get out. I feel like this person also knows that it's only a matter of time before the two of you guys come together, because there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of appreciation. Regardless of if you are in a long distance relationship or this is a crush or just a situationship, this is someone who wants to stay in your life for the long term. This is someone who wants to take care of you. You know, I feel like this is someone who wants to grow old with you as well. You know, maybe for some of you guys, you know, this is someone who wants to take you out on dates. They want to take you out to a local museum or to art galleries, right? I feel like it's very intelligent dates that the two of you guys have. And that's something you're also going to really appreciate. But it could even be that they're saving up money. They're working harder so they can visit you or they can take you out on a proper date. So I'm going to pause this and grab my charms, and we will go from there. Oh my gosh, stack one. Okay, so I pulled my charms off of the floor, and look at the card that was laying inside of my charms. It's literally the Empress. Are you kidding me? That's 3 Empresses. That's literally phenomenal. I'm gonna keep it. I feel like it's a sign from Spirit. It could even be that this person sees you as their twin flame, as their significant other, as the person that they are meant to be with. Now I feel bad for the other 3 piles, because honestly, like, now they won't get a awesome card or like a sparkly card. But oh, wow, just awesome confirmation. So go ahead and kind of mute the volume for a little bit if it is too loud, and we will see. Stack one's love interest. How do they use stack one? Okay, so right off the bat, they view you as someone who is very connected with your emotions. You're someone who's very strong as well. We have a little note here. It says, you are so incredibly strong and brave. Thank you for always helping me carry my heavy bags, worries, and any fears that I might have. You are truly the best. So we have that beautiful charm. I'm just going to separate these really, really quick. You're someone who's also very vibrant. I feel like you're very protective of the people that you love and of the connections that you have. Look, but it's almost like you guys are a perfect pair. You guys are a perfect match. This person might also have maybe a fire sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. That could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. I just got kind of fuzz in my mouth too, so maybe this person feels a little bit anxious when it comes to talking to you because they want to have something really stable. But it's almost as if maybe for some of you guys, they're going to come in with like a promise ring, or they're going to come in and just be like, hey, I want to go out with you. I want to make something really awesome of this. For some of you guys, maybe this is someone, again, that you're in separation with, and they want to come back with something solid. They want to come back with something better, because maybe in the past, this person only offered you like small potatoes deals as well, and now you're ready to go on to something better. Now, also, for some of you guys too, I feel like this individual sees you as someone who is very connected with their inner child, someone who is going towards their goals and towards their ambitions, but they also see you as someone who, you know, maybe would do really good settling down with them, right? I feel like this person really wants to, you know, plant the seed of intention with you to maybe get married, get handfasted, move in. Again, they see you as someone who's very environmentally friendly, environmentally conscious. They see you as kind of their other half, right? They say that it's only a matter of time. I love that I said that earlier too, and now we have this heart capsule locket thing. Because I honestly feel like this individual is just so happy. Like, they really do feel like divine timing is on their side, right? And that's what's going to bring them to this abundance with you. You're also someone who's very successful, very abundant. You have a lot of good luck and good fortune in your life. You're very creative. I feel like you're someone who's very imaginative. You might be a really good writer or author as well. Maybe some of you guys write fan fiction. But I also feel like with this seagull that you're someone who is very resilient, someone who can stay the course, and someone who can go towards you know, their highest good. You might also be someone who styles your hair a lot. Maybe you literally style your hair into like beehives. Maybe some of you guys really love Amy Winehouse as well. Now, we also have the Hulk. I feel like for some of you guys, you don't know your own strength, or you don't know, you know, how strong you are. But I feel like this individual sees you as someone who's incredibly strong, very grounded. You know, again, with the green, someone who is very down to earth. And we have two kind of mints that are here as well, like green mint. And then we also have this. So I really do feel like there's this energy of this person, maybe even thinking that your aura would be green. Again, maybe some of you guys have earth in your chart, but you're also someone who's very emotionally stable. You're someone who's very emotionally grounded. We also have your friends depend on you for solid advice. Yes, so that goes hand in hand with the message earlier that you're someone who has very strong perspectives. You have a very strong viewpoint on the world as well. An elephant never forgets, right? So I feel like you're someone who has a very great memory too. You might be someone who really loves beers, maybe a good IPA or a draft beer. But I also feel like you're someone who's very good at fixing mistakes. You're someone who also keeps tabs on other people too. You always like to make sure that people are doing good, that people are staying safe, and that's another thing this person really admires about you. Now, going forward onto your upright tarot, we have the Five of Cups, the Star card, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Magician card, and the Eight of Pentacles. Beautiful. So going forward, you know, this person, again, thinks that you're a hard worker and they want to work on this connection with you. I love that we have double King of Pentacles here too, because it really is saying that they want something solid and stable with you, something that's going to last long term, because they're very hopeful about it, you know. But again, we do have another Five of Cups. We have two Five of Cups here, and I feel like that's this individual's fears. It's really funny because maybe you're pressing on this video and you're very scared about the connection, but I feel like you guys are mirroring each other, right? I feel like your love interest is very worried about this connection too, because they want to manifest something really good. They want to manifest cooperation. They want to manifest working together. Again, maybe even moving in together, to be completely honest. Now we also have, whoa, you guys, we have the Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles with the King, and the Six of Pentacles. Yes, this person is going towards you fast. They're going to be traveling towards you. They're making a move. For some of you guys, maybe this person owns a red, white, or black car, maybe even like a blue moped or like a scooter or motorcycle. But I feel like this person is going towards you very, very fast, and they want to get into communication very soon. This might be someone who has blonde hair, maybe even dirty blonde or strawberry blonde hair, or maybe you do. I also feel like for some of you guys, maybe this person loves to dye their hair. Maybe you even have like your hair in a bob cut. But going forward, this person person really does want to move fast towards you. They want to make their intentions known because you guys are an energetic match, just like these peppermints. You guys go together. We go together like rama-lama-lama, ka-dinga-da-dinga-dong. And with the Six of Pentacles here, I feel like this person just really wants to be generous to you. This person wants to give you something. They might have a gift for you, Stack One. Yes! So we also have your ability to connect with others will be your greatest strength. Again, yes! I love that we had that earlier too, where I was saying that you guys are really good with connecting with other people and having that one-on-one time. You guys, I just looked at the charms. Look what's peeking out here. It was the first thing my eye went to. And it's the Empress again. Oh, wow. Anyone who stuck around till now, wow, Papa bless, because look at that, we have the Empress here. That's incredible. But definitely let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this Stack One, if this resonates. But wow, just 4 Empresses. That's incredible. That's like the most Empresses I've ever had in a reading before. But I hope you guys are doing amazing and staying in good health. If you enjoyed this reading, make sure to press the like button. Also, make sure to press subscribe if you have not already, and press the little bell icon to be notified every time I upload a brand new reading. And I hope you guys are doing amazing. I have all of my links in the description box down below as well if you want a personal reading with me, or if you just want to check out the full moon and new moon horoscopes. I also reopened my Patreon with brand new pledges and like options and all of that. Woo-woo! So if you guys want to go, if you feel inclined to do that, I have a lot of really awesome like Patreon exclusive stuff. I have early access to all of my videos as well for Patreon members. So definitely check that out if you're interested. But I hope you guys are doing amazing and staying in good health, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, Stack One! Hello to everyone who picked Stack 2. Let's get right into your reading and see how does your love interest view you currently. So right off the bat, I love the fact that you chose the Bloodstone pendant with the Fehu rune. I feel like you are someone who is very healing. You might be a nurse, a doctor, a CNA, maybe a therapist or a psychologist, but I feel like your aura in general is very healing. You might practice Reiki, you might practice energy healing, or maybe even light language. For some of you guys as well, maybe you're someone who loves to do yoga, you love to take care of yourself, you love to exercise. It's just this healthy energy in general. Some of you guys might also be vegetarians or vegans. I just feel like you're someone who is very, very careful with your health, right? You don't like to take risks with that. You don't like to gamble with your health either, because I feel like maybe for some of you guys, your family struggles with health issues or underlying health problems, and that's why you like to stay healthy, right? But going forward, I feel like health is just the overall energy for those that pick this pile. And you're also someone who's very protective of the ones that you love. I feel like you're someone who's very stable, very nurturing, very kind, very compassionate. You're someone who helps others to overcome anxiety as well, and to overcome the fears of everyday life, to be completely honest. I feel like you're someone who also offers a wonderful perspective and really does provide a different outlook for other people. Now also, with Fehu, I love this rune because, you know, it's talking all about wealth, about growth, about luck, about love, how you're someone who's very loving, very lovely as well. You're someone who is very fashionable. You're someone who is all about growth, about metamorphosis, about change. You're never scared about tackling a new adventure or tackling some new project as well. For some of you guys, there's this energy of whenever you face a challenge or whenever you feel like you're going through a challenge, you say to yourself, how can I grow through this as well, right? I feel like for some of you guys, you're almost this energy of this plant that's kind of growing from the cracks in the cement or growing out of the sidewalk, and you've learned how to make it. You've learned how to make a path for yourself. You've learned how to rise from the ashes like a phoenix rising, right? You're also someone who is very wealthy, and not just materially. I feel like you're someone who is also emotionally healthy, you know, and wealthy in that regard. You know, I keep hearing health is wealth, so again, that healthy sort of a vibe. For some of you guys too, you know, maybe you're someone who loves to take care of the people that you're around. You know, maybe you have grown up having to take care of a certain family member too, so you're someone who's very well equipped in regards to helping other people. For some of you guys as well, maybe you're a teacher, or maybe you just love teaching other individuals. You know, maybe you're a professor, but I definitely feel like you bring a healing touch to every single thing that you do and everything that you accomplish in life. Now, going forward, I also want to say that they see you as someone who can really plant stable seeds as well. You're someone who can really go towards your goals, towards your aspirations very courageously, and you never look back. You know, and I feel like for some of you guys as well, maybe you're always doing something. Maybe you're always on the go. Maybe you're always on the move. And that's something that this person would talk about to others too about. Maybe they would say that you're always going somewhere, you're always doing something, but they love that energy about you. So going forward onto your next card, this is going to be your animal language card, and this is giving us some more information on how this person views you. So we have number 7, sea turtle. Wow, so the number 7 is a very beautiful number. It talks about indigo child energy, someone who thinks outside of the box. They don't fit into the normal cookie cutter mold, and that's wonderful. That's a great thing, right? Because I feel like that's something this individual loves about you. They love the fact that you're unique, you're authentic, you know, you're someone who is one in a million, one of a kind. You know, they won't find someone like you anywhere else on the planet, and that's something that this person is very well aware of, right? I keep hearing the song Irreplaceable by Beyonce, and I feel like for some of you guys, maybe your significant other or your love interest in general feels like they are replaceable and that you are irreplaceable, literally, that you could find another them in a second, but they can't find another you, and I just love that energy. Now, also with the number 7, you're someone who has a very good head on your shoulders. You're very good at making decisions for yourself. You're someone who stays very balanced and very much in equilibrium as well. But with sea turtle, it says beginning, self-reliance, journey, and home. So I feel like you guys might also be homebodies. Even though you're always on the go, you're always achieving brand new heights in your career or in your studies. You're someone who still appreciates being able to cuddle up nice and warm on the couch, you know, being able to take care of yourself at home, being able to have a nice night in. Maybe some of you guys really love like making a really nice dinner and then sitting on the couch and watching Netflix, right? But you also love going on journeys. For some of you guys, there's this real need to travel, or this love to travel, this love to see the world and to understand different cultures or points of view. You might have grown up near the beach or maybe even on a bay or a coastline, but with beginnings and self-reliance, again, you're someone who maybe even doesn't need your significant other or doesn't need your love interest in general. I was going to say situationship partner because maybe that is the case for some of you guys, but I feel like that's something that this person finds very attractive about you, is the fact that you are very self-reliant. They see you as someone who's incredibly capable too. You're very resourceful. You know how to take care of yourself. You're very adaptable. You know, I feel like you're someone who also goes with the flow. I feel like you're someone who takes your time, slow and steady wins the race, very meticulous, but you also have a few tricks up your sleeve, right? I feel like you're someone who is very witty. You're someone who can kind of outsmart the people around you as well. You know, it's kind of this like Slytherin vibe, not to scare you guys, but you know, Slytherin is a really awesome house. They're very loyal. They're very intelligent, they're very witty, they're very cunning, and I feel like that's the same energy that we have here as well. Sly as a fox, I guess would be the best way to put it. But you're definitely someone who is on your own inner journey, and I feel like you're someone who has gone through a lot of emotional healing throughout your life as well. So how else does this individual feel about you or view you? We have number 20, look ahead, visionary planning and preparation. Beautiful. So with the number 20, being the number 2, again, talks about equilibrium, talks about balance between maybe even work and school. Maybe you're someone who has found an equal balance, an equal give and take between those two things. Now, I also feel like you're someone who's very much in equilibrium between your divine masculine and your divine feminine energy. So you're someone who can be very nurturing, very compassionate, very loving, take your time with people, but at the same time, you're someone who can be very headstrong, and you're someone who can go out there and just kind of, you know, take the bull by the horns and go towards your goals and your dreams and your aspirations. And that's something this individual finds very, very attractive about you. You are a visionary, right? You are someone who is looking ahead and deciding, hey, this is what I want in the future. You're someone who loves to plan ahead. You might also keep like a schedule book, and maybe that's also how you manifest, is you write in your schedule book like going to Disney World in June of 2023, and that helps you keep on track with your goals and with your aspirations in general. But you're someone who loves to stay prepared. You might also be like the mom or dad friend within your friend group or within your friend circle, because I feel like you're someone who's just very nurturing, very caring, very loving. I keep hearing charismatic as well. You're someone who has a lot of really good jokes, but I also feel like from time to time you just like to kind of vibe, right? I feel like you're just in a social setting, just appreciating, just listening, just being real quiet, right? So it's not like you're incredibly boisterous. I feel like you're someone who can tend to be a little bit reserved or a little bit quiet from time to time. You're someone who is very introspective and very reflective in general. And that's something that this individual finds very attractive and very beautiful as well. So how would your love interest describe you if this person could describe you to other people? Like, let's say they described you to their parents, you know, maybe their mom, their dad, their sister, their Uncle Jim, whoever that might be. Let's see how they would describe you to them. So we have the Ten of Swords, the World card, and the Page of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so you guys might have went through a really large transformation in your life that you had to start over from scratch. You had to start over right to basics. You had to just decide, hey, I'm gonna just turn my life around and go completely from scratch, right? But with the Ten of Swords, this talks about the ending of a long chapter. Some of you guys might have gotten divorced and maybe you went onto the dating scene again. For others of you guys, maybe you had to move. Maybe it was moving for career, maybe it was moving for studies, but it was just kind of starting over fresh and having a clean slate, because with the Ten of Swords and then the World card, this is talking about wrapping it up, not being there anymore. Maybe for some of you guys, you literally also graduated at college, and maybe that was something that was kind of the end of a cycle. Now you're stepping into something brand new. You're stepping into your new adult life, right? Especially with the Page of Pentacles, it's talking about how they know that all of these skills and, you know, all of these passions are really going to be worth their while in the end, you know, when they can really start to apply it in the field that they're working in. So for some of you guys, maybe you've been working hard in regards to college, or maybe even just in regards to your career. Maybe some of you guys had to switch careers in general. Maybe there was this inner knowingness of, I don't think I'm happy here anymore. And you guys' energy is so beautiful because I feel like it's very fluid. I feel like you guys are very dreamy. You guys can go from one thing to the next and just kind of flow into it, right? And that's something this individual loves about you, is that even like a tough ending or a very, what other people might view as a traumatic ending, can still be something that you find the silver lining in, and still something that you say to yourself at the end of the day, well, I wonder what the moral of this story is, right? And I feel like that's how this person would describe you to other people. Now, also, I feel like this person would say that you're very good at wrapping up all of your projects. You're very responsible. You're someone who paces yourself, you know, but I feel like, again, they would also say that you're someone who is a planner, that you're someone who likes to be ahead of the game as well. So do you notice how we have all of these buckets of wool in the background? So then that way during the summer, you know, they can stay nice and cool, and then they can start stocking up for winter time. So it's just that kind of that prepared sort of an energy and allowing yourself to be prepared. And look at that beginnings over here. So when one door closes, another one opens, and that's what you're excited about, you know? So I feel like every time something kind of bad happens, you think to yourself, oh, well, something better is coming my way. You know, it's that sort of an energy that your love interest finds very gorgeous about you guys. So going forward onto your next few cards, these are going to be talking about how this person feels about you currently. So we have the Six of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay, so right off the bat with the Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, this person feels a little bit shut out in the cold by you. If this is a love interest that you haven't talked to in a while, or maybe they're just a crush, maybe you guys had a falling out, that's probably what they would say to you, or say to people about you as well, is that the two of you guys had a falling out, that there was a chapter closing between the two of you guys, and it was very frustrating for them because maybe your love interest took it really hard, and it was really hard for them to get back onto their feet, even though they didn't show it. But on the other hand, you know, it's almost like you guys grieved, and then you just got on with your life. You were just like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm just going to keep going. I feel like also there's this energy of maybe this person being scared that if you did end up wanting to leave them, or you weren't happy, maybe some of you guys are giving the vibe to your love interest as well, if that didn't resonate, that you're just not happy in this connection anymore, that you feel a little bit lonely, or that you feel a little bit secluded from this person, or maybe you're just not really acting the same. Maybe you have a lot on your plate. Maybe you're taking on a lot, especially with this new beginning, and maybe that's scaring this individual. You know, maybe that's something that they're really worried about. They want to move to calmer waters with you because right now they feel a little bit uncertain about this connection, but they want to fight for it with the Seven of Wands. But they also see you as someone who is kind of, I don't want to say fighting against the connection, but there's a little bit of stubbornness here. There's a little bit of indecisiveness. Why? Because you're going towards your own bread. You're going towards your own happiness. So maybe this person like wants to have too much with you right now. I keep hearing the song lyrics, you're asking for the moon but can't see that my world is yours, right? So I feel like this person, you know, wants maybe more of you than you can really put in right now. They're asking more of you than you can even give. And how sad is that? You know, I just kind of feel like there's this energy of, you know, you trying to take care of yourself, and this individual maybe even just being like, hey, well, can you take care of me too? And I feel like you're just sort of like, well, no, no, Timmy, I'm sorry. With the with the Emperor here, which is the four, I was gonna say the Four of Pentacles, which is really an interesting energy because it also talks about holding yourself back. So there we go. You know, maybe you're holding back from this individual. Maybe you haven't texted them in a little bit, or maybe they're doing the footwork the majority of the time. But I feel like you're giving this person a run for their money, right? I feel like this individual isn't used to people doing that either and just kind of going off and doing their own thing. But they really love the fact that you're someone who is very comfortable being in their divine masculine energy as well. You know, you're someone who is very comfortable saying, no, it's okay, I'm gonna spend some time by myself, I'm just gonna spend some time at home. For some of you guys, maybe you've just had really, really bad like period cramps, to be completely honest, because whenever I see this in the background, I always think it's like a switch to something, and it kind of reminds me of a heating pad, because that's how I sit when I get really bad cramps. I'm always like, because even with my hysterectomy, I still get cramps from my ovaries being in there. So in any event, but going forward, you know, maybe that's something that has this person a little bit stumped, like, I wonder what's wrong with Miranda, I wonder why they're upset like this, you know. But it could even be just something entirely like just simple, you know, that maybe you've had a tough week at school, maybe you've had a tough week at work. You know, and I feel like this person is also trying to not overthink things, because I feel like this person could be potentially a chronic worrier as well, especially when it comes to you. So going forward onto your next few cards, these are going to be talking about what this individual wants with you going forward in a perfect world. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Strength card, the King of Wands, and the Four of Cups. There's the four, you guys. Wow. Okay, so what does this person want with you in a perfect world? You know, I feel like this person is saying, you know, that you are a wish fulfillment to them, that they're very happy that you're in their life, but they want you to be more vulnerable with them. I feel like they want you to connect more with them. You know, there's almost this energy, too, of maybe this person wants you to do all the work. And I'm just going to say this. I know it's kind of bold yet controversial, but let this person do some work, you guys. Stack 2, let this person do a little bit more work. My darlings are worth more than that, right? You know, let this person put in the effort and put in the work, because honestly, you know, that's what you guys are doing. For you guys, it's almost like this person's worrying, and you know that Nicki Minaj energy from Roman Holiday where it's like, and I feel like that's their energy, and you're over here like, work, 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 work. You're just in straight work mode, right? Like, you're not even thinking about it, you're not worrying about it, and this person is. They're just like really, really worried. They're anxious, and I feel like this, it's a really, I don't mean to laugh, but it's kind of funny, because you wouldn't even expect this individual to worry about it. But they're thinking that you're kind of walking away from them, to be completely honest. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe some of you guys get some flowers. Maybe you get like a little edible arrangements in the mail or something. But this person really does want to come forward. I wouldn't be surprised if in their intentions cards going forward, you know, if it does say that they're going to come forward with some form of action or some form of movement. Because honestly, I feel like this person has it bad. You got it bad. When you're on the phone, hang up and you call right back. I feel like that's this person's energy too, where if you hung up on this individual, they would call you back and they'd be like, hey, I'm sorry, I think we got disconnected. Like, this person's so just worried. I feel like they are really overthinking. But this person is trying to go with the flow. You know, this person is holding on to this really beautiful unconditional love. And I feel like they're trying to focus on themselves more as well. But I feel like every time they try to focus on themselves, it's almost like the elephant in the room, the lion in the room, so to speak. Some of you guys might also have not just Pisces placements, but also Leo placements in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Now, going forward onto your intentions cards, and then we will pull you guys some charms. We have the Chariot, the Empress. Wow, we have the Empress and the Emperor. For some of you guys, if you felt drawn to pile 1, definitely check that out, because I can see that these kind of coincide. But we do have the 9 of Hearts and the 2 of Hearts. Beautiful. So I love that we have 2 9 of Cups here. wish fulfillment, happily ever after. You know, this is also happiness within ourselves and happiness within our environment. You know, I feel like this person is saying, I'm very happy that you're going out and doing that, but I want to come towards you. With the Chariot, this is an action card. This person is moving towards you. This person is going to make active moves to make sure that they win your heart and they win your favor, right? Now, also with the Empress, the Nine of Hearts, and the Two of Hearts, this person wants to be in a partnership with you. I feel like, honestly, for some of you guys, if you're not in a connection with this person already, they want to ask you out. If you are in a connection with this person already, maybe they want to propose to you, maybe they want to move in together, maybe they just want to have some form of conversation where they're saying, hey, do you think you have time to just like love me for a bit, right? Like, I feel like this person just really wants to love on you and they want to take care of you. But with the Two of Hearts here too, this person's very loyal to you, right? I feel like this is someone who isn't going to stray. I feel like this is someone who, again, they got it bad, but maybe you're like at nursing school, or maybe you're like doing, what is that called where you stand in? Like, not apprenticeship, but like, I don't know, like maybe you're just doing your studies, right? And that's something that's really kind of, maybe even making this person nervous because they're like, wow, you could be interacting with anyone. So let's go ahead and see, how else does this person feel about you? Sanctus person, Sanctus person. I'm going to throw those back in. I was told to throw those back in, so I'm going to do it. I felt like I had enough here. Okay, wow. Right off the bat, we have Virgo here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So some of you guys might have Virgo in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. They think that you're very family oriented. You know, and it's funny because these are worry dolls and this person worries a lot. And I feel like you really ease their worries. Again, that goes hand in hand with Fehu and with Bloodstone as well, because both of them are talking about overcoming any sort of anxieties or overcoming any sort of worries in general. This person has a lot of love for you, a lot of intuitive love as well. You bring them back to their inner childhood feeling, and that's something that they really appreciate. For some of you guys, the number 6 is going to be incredibly important, but I feel like it's more a number 9, but take it as it resonates. Some of you guys might be Leos, or some of you guys might be Virgos for September. I couldn't even remember, and I was born in September. That's sad. But someone, again, maybe wants to give you flowers as well. They want to make some sort of grand gesture. Some of you guys might be a teacher. Maybe this person's a teacher. Maybe you work very good with children as well, and that's something they really appreciate about you. Maybe some of you guys live in Texas, to be honest, just because we do have a Longhorn keychain here. Maybe some of you guys are ranchers. Maybe you grew up on like a dairy farm or like a cattle farm in general. Maybe some of you guys just have like a pet cow. Maybe you love cows. We also have this beautiful heart. Yeah, I feel like this person just has a lot of love for you. We have a lot of hearts here, and they feel like it's only a matter of time before the two of you guys can find solid ground, because you're meant to pee together, right? We also have this tiny tarot. Some of you guys are really short, and that's something this individual finds very cute. But they worry, since this is a wishbone piece, this is the other half of the wishbone. And it's kind of like you're their wish fulfillment, but they're scared that they are not your wish fulfillment, right? And maybe they think that you're pulling away from them because you're not interested. Now we also have this stitch marker, so I feel like this person, you know, really likes to make sure that they're keeping tabs on you, but at the same time, you really pace yourself, right? And that's another thing this person finds very beautiful. Yeah, it's almost as if you're this caged pearl and you're keeping your thoughts and your love to yourself right now for whatever reason. Honestly, I feel like it's just because you have a lot on your plate. You have a lot going on, Stack, too, and I don't blame you. Oh, another apple. Look at that. So it could even be that this person sees you as like their harvest. They're ready for their harvest to come in, for them to like spend time with you. But again, teacher energy, teacher vibes. But this person does want to have commitment with you. They want to get married. You know, this person wants to settle down, maybe even jump the broom. And we also have this broken ring. So I feel like for some of you guys, you know, maybe this is going to kind of resonate for a few. Maybe you're going to be getting out of one relationship and getting into the relationship with your love interest. And maybe that's something like trading in the broken ring for a beautiful ring. I also feel like it's just kind of maybe even the closing of just your partnership, you know, and just kind of being together, you know, just dating. You know, maybe the two of you guys are going to literally get engaged. Maybe some of you guys that were just friends are going to now be stepping into a commitment and become exclusive, right? But things are really happening at breakneck speed here, and I feel like anything that you put in is what you get out. So make sure to work very closely with the law of attraction and work very closely with clear quartz as well, you guys. Now going forward, this person also sees you as someone who's very independent, someone who is very self-reliant. They can take care of themselves. We have a lot of cats here, and that's usually my indicator that someone is very self-reliant. Now also, the cat talks about someone who is very transparent. You're very open, you know, you're very honest as well, and I feel like you're someone who's like, I'm an open book. It's just up to you if you want to read me or not. Now I also have this beautiful springtime bunny, so for some of you guys, maybe you really love like Easter time, or maybe some of you guys as well were born in the month of April. Maybe you're a Taurus. Maybe that's why we had you know, some earth sign energy here as well, you know, Virgo or Taurus. Now you also have your daily fiber. Again, I feel like you guys, you know, maybe like to eat a lot of fiber, but there's also this energy too of, you know, maybe some of you guys love working with fiber arts. Maybe some of you guys love crafting. You're very crafty. You love doing DIYs. You're just amazing, right? This person sees you as a blessing in their life. We also have this little bell. So whenever I see this, I think of someone who sees you as, you know, very cute and very sweet. You know, you have a very nice voice as well. They see you as someone who's very successful, you know, someone who is very stable, someone who really takes care of things. You know, you're someone who might even be really good at paperwork. Again, if you're a teacher, you know, maybe this is also, let's just be honest here, for someone, maybe this is someone who, like, they have their kid at your school, and they come in and they're like a single father or mother, and they're always like, oh wow, look at the teacher here, you know. And I feel like, you know, maybe it's that sort of an energy. They're always cooking you something. But going forward, you're someone who is very traditional, though. You're someone who is very vivacious. You're very warm. You're very comforting to everyone that you're around, to be completely honest. And we also have this boar. You're a trailblazer. You're someone who can make a path for you, but you're also someone who isn't entirely aggressive, right? We have the dolphin here. You're someone who's joyous, you're someone who's happy, you're someone who brings a lot of happiness into other people's lives as well, but you're also very intuitive too. You know, you're someone who trusts the messages and the signs that you receive from spirit. We also have this Rita Repulsa, and it's upside down, so I always see that as confirmation that you're someone who uplifts humanity and someone who is very kind, very loving. I also feel like maybe this person is scared that you are kind of like repulsed by them. That's just kind of the energy that we have here. Well, oh my gosh, you will soon become the teacher, not the student. Yes, for some of you guys, you're literally a teacher, or maybe you were meant to be a teacher. Maybe that was like this lifestyle change. Maybe you just decided, hey, I can't be a fitness instructor anymore. I have to be a teacher for 5th grade students. Like, maybe it's just this like sudden calling, like, oh my gosh, I found who I need to be. But going forward, we also have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. This person sees you as someone who always perseveres. You're very meditative, very reflective, and you're someone, again, who's very nurturing and very honest, very forthcoming, very sweet, very lovable. We also have the Chariot card again. Some of you guys might have Cancer placements in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I feel like also maybe some of you guys literally do have Cancer in Venus, which means that you're someone who's very loving. You're someone who it gets very connected with your partner as well. So I feel like you're very spiritually connected with this individual, but you're also someone who, look at that, you mirror your love interest, because you're also a worrywart. You're also someone who worries, right? But I feel like you're more worrying about your finances right now. I feel like you're someone who is really putting the time and the effort in here to make sure that you have enough money, to make sure that you have enough resources, and to really just take care of yourself. It's almost as if you want to have a legacy one day, and that's something this individual really appreciates about you. But they do want to make the effort, and they want to go towards you. You know, it's almost as if this person is saying, if I come in for the weekend, would it be okay if I take you out, because you can't just be working all the time, right? Like, this person really does want to take care of you, Stack 2. So give them the chance to do that, right? But your love interest really does have a lot of love and appreciation for you. They keep tabs on you, right? But they understand at the same time that you're someone who's very responsible, and you have to take care of your own things too. So definitely let me know in the comments down below if this resonated, Stack 2. Also, if you enjoyed this, make sure to press the like button, and if you would like, make sure to press subscribe if you have not already, and press that little bell icon to be notified every time I upload a brand new reading. But thank you so much for watching this, Stack 2. I hope you guys are doing amazing. amazing and staying in good health. I have all of my links in the description box down below as well for my Etsy and my website in case you want to have a personal reading with me. But I also have all of my other links in the description box down below. I have just reopened my Patreon, so I have a bunch of different like pledges, I guess, on there that you could go and decide which one you want to do. If you feel inclined to do that, I have a lot of like Patreon exclusives, and also I have a lot of early access videos on Patreon as well. So definitely, if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out. But I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, Stack 2! Hello to everyone who picked Stack 3. Let's get right into your reading and see how does your love interest view you currently. So right off the bat, I love the fact that you chose the Carnelian pendant with the Tiwaz rune. Whenever I think of the Tiwaz rune, I think of Tyr. I think of someone who's very just, someone who's very fair, someone who gives others the benefit of the doubt, you know, always loves to see the gray area as well. It's not always just black and white. There is a gray area. There is an in-between. There's an understanding that everyone has their own side of the story. And I feel like you're a very good mediator. I feel like you're someone who's very good at listening to what everyone has to say and then coming up with the actual story and saying, well, this is what actually happened. I wouldn't be surprised if honestly some of you guys could be like detectives, or maybe you want to be. Maybe some of you guys are internet sleuths. Maybe you love true crime documentaries as well, and that's something this individual really loves about you. I feel like you're also very hungry for knowledge. You're someone who never stops learning, never stops growing. You're someone who believes that you can teach an old dog new tricks, right? You're someone who is patient. You're someone, maybe you also have senior dogs for some of you guys. Maybe you have like a dog that's 14 or 15, and maybe you just love taking on senior dogs to give them a really nice home and some really nice years before they cross over and pass on. And I feel like that's another thing this person finds very admirable about you. So some of you guys might also have Leo, Libra, or Aquarius energy. I feel like you're someone who might be an activist as well. You might be a humanitarian. You have very strong boundaries and very strong morals for yourself. You know how to say no. You know how to put yourself first, and you know how to put your foot down so you're not walked all over. And that's another thing this person finds very attractive. You know how to stand up for yourself. You know, I feel like you're someone who has also created a very firm foundation for yourself. You're someone who works very hard for everything that you have. You always give 110% into all of your work that you do, and that's another thing this person finds very admirable. But I feel like this person also would say that you have very nice hair. You know, you're someone who always looks really nice. I keep hearing you have very nice eyebrows too. You know, and I feel like maybe you're someone who wakes up in the morning, you do a full face of makeup, or maybe you wake up in the morning and you go to the gym. There's just this energy of getting up and taking care of yourself, and the first thing you think of in the morning is, well, gotta take care of myself, gotta pamper myself, gotta freshen myself up, right? It's not necessarily the idea of checking your phone and seeing if Timothy messaged you. It was more of, well, I gotta take care of myself first. I gotta poop, right? Like, that's the first thought in your head. And I feel like that's what this person really loves about you as well, is the fact that you are focused on yourself. You have healthy selfishness, and that's something this person really loves to see in their partners, because I feel like your love interest is also someone who takes a lot of pride in themselves. This person puts a lot of energy in themselves. They love being independent. They love their freedom, and they love the fact that you're also in that same energy. But I also feel like you're someone who goes with the flow. You go wherever the wind takes you. You're someone who doesn't mind a good adventure. You're someone who doesn't mind kind of goofing around with the people that you love as well, but you also know when to be serious. You're very good at reading a room. You're very good at picking up on energies or energy shifts in general. So there's almost this energy of whenever something awkward happens in a group, you immediately can pick up on it, like maybe even seconds before it happens. And you're very good at then creating a common ground and bringing everyone back together on the same page. Some of you guys could be very good psychologists or therapists, or maybe you're just a really good listening ear in general. But Carnelian also promotes this confidence within others around you too. It's almost as if just being yourself and just living your best life is also encouraging others to do the same, right? I feel like you're also that type of person who will message people just to check in, just to see how they're doing, just to touch base and to make sure that they don't need anything, right? I feel like you're that neighbor who would go over occasionally and be like, oh, hey, do you have any sugar? I accidentally bought 2 bags and I don't need this second bag, right? You're someone who is just very generous and very giving, especially to the people you care about. But it's also, you're very successful and you want to share the success with others. You don't want to just have all of the success and abundance to yourself. And that's another thing this person really loves about you. So also for stack 3, on a more serious note, I feel like you are someone who has overcome potentially a lot of maybe abuse throughout your life. You might be someone who grew up in a toxic environment. Maybe you're someone who had a lot of toxic relationships, maybe a narcissist / empath dynamic. But you're always someone who has came out of these situations as a fighter and someone who is brave and courageous, someone who is transformed, you know, someone who is very mature, kind of a phoenix rising sort of an energy, if you will, stack 3. So that's something to really be very proud of, right, going forward. Now also, you're someone who holds very intelligent conversations. They love the fact that you don't just talk about surface level things, and I feel like that's also something that they really appreciate, because it's very hard for your love interest to find someone that can have these really deep conversations with them without feeling a little bit uncomfortable or pulling away or deciding, oh, I don't really want to touch on that with you, right? Now going forward, I feel like you're also someone who receives a lot of synchronicities. I feel like you might see 444 a lot, and maybe even 222. I keep hearing 888 or 999, or maybe even you were born in the 9th month, maybe even August or September. But going forward onto your first card with your animal language card, this is talking all about how this person views you. So we have number 24, Condor. Beautiful. Okay, so I love that we have 2 birds here and both of them are in flight. So again, you're someone who's very active. You're someone who is always on the go. You're someone who's always traveling and moving. For some of you guys, maybe you go on flights a lot. Maybe you're a frequent flyer, or maybe you were before the pandemic. Maybe some of you guys travel for career. Maybe you were travel bloggers. Maybe you are someone who reviews food. Maybe you're someone who works on sets for movies. Maybe you're someone who is like a special effects makeup artist. There's just this energy of, you know, you incorporating your work and incorporating your passions into your travels as well. Now going forward, I feel like you guys, though, you know, maybe you have like a wanderlust to you as well, to where you always just want to wander. You just want to explore the world. You want to see life's mysteries too. But I feel like you're also someone who's incredibly resilient. You're someone who keeps pushing yourself. Get knocked down 9 times, get up 10 times, right? You're someone who is a fighter. Again, I feel like whenever the world got tough, you got tougher. Whenever the world went low, you went high, right? And that's very much the energy here, is that you're flying above the drama. You're flying above the conflict and the maybe even emotional insecurities, and you're really raising yourself into your best life and into your best light as well. I really do feel like you're a beacon of hope for others, stack 3, and that's something your love interest really notices about you right off the bat. You uplift people very effortlessly, let's be honest here. And it's really funny because I feel like on the outside, maybe some of you guys dress very alternative, or maybe you dress kind of goth, or you know, maybe punk as well. Maybe some of you guys have a lot of like body modifications, like maybe you have tattoos, maybe you have like a split tongue, or something along those lines. Maybe you have gauges as well. But I feel like you're someone who really does just stop people, maybe even on the subway, and just be like, hey, I hope you're having a good day. You looked a little bit sad. You're just very considerate, you know? And even though you have that healthy selfishness, you still look out for people in your community. And how admirable is that? Honestly, I feel like that's something this individual really loves about you. But again, you also put yourself first. And I feel like you're someone who doesn't mind taking time out of your busy schedule in order to spend it on yourself. I feel like self-care is a really, really big energy in this pile. You guys practice it a lot. You might also just get up in the morning to make yourself look nice or smell nice, or take care of your house, get new furniture, just to take care of yourself, right? Just because you like doing that. And that's another thing that your love interest finds very admirable about you. But with the number 24 being the number 6, they see you as someone who's very abundant, someone who's very fruitful, someone who is very forthcoming with their abundance as well, very generous, very honest. I feel like you're someone who has a very great sense of humor as well. I feel like for some of you guys, maybe in the past you struggled a little bit with being a people pleaser, and that's why you have stepped into this energy of, no, I'm establishing my boundaries and I'm looking out for myself, which again is a really wonderful energy to have. But with Condor, it says cycles, reflection, perspective, and release. I feel like some of you guys might be like Post Malone fans, but with cycles, I feel like you understand that everything in your life is a season and everything comes and goes, but it's the lesson that you keep and it's the lesson that you travel with, right? And that's something that people find very admirable about you, but especially your significant other or your love interest. I feel like this individual tells people that you have been through a lot, you've been through the ringer, but you've never let it get you down. You've never let it hold you back either. You're someone who's very reflective. You're someone who sees things from a different perspective, and you have a very awesome way of looking at things. You know, it's almost as if you're saying, I don't see the glass as being half full or half empty. I see it as refillable. You can still go and refill your own cup, right? And that's very much the same energy that this person person loves about you is that you're very ingenuitive. I feel like you're someone who's very resourceful, and you know how to make the best out of a bad situation. You know how to make the most out of the least, right? So going forward, you know, maybe you're also someone who's very good with money, and I feel like maybe for some of you guys, you love shopping, like very thrifty and seeing what deals you can get, so then that way you have more money towards like other things that you love, towards your passions, towards your hobbies, you know, maybe even just towards clothes, right? But you're definitely someone who knows how to release the past and how to move forward very successfully, very abundantly, and very happily, right? You're someone who's very connected with your inner child, and I feel like that's something this person really loves about you. But going forward, we also have number 17, repose. So the number 17 is the number 8, and the funny thing is that the number 8 is a fast forward moving energy. Whenever I think of the number 8, I think of not only unconditional love and someone who is a master manifester, but also wild horse energy, someone who is running with reckless abandon, just excited to be alive, right? And I feel like that's the same energy that we have here with you, stack 3. But it's very interesting because, again, there's a time and a place for everything, and you understand that you need some time out, that you need some repose, that you need a pause or a respite from your life in order to just relax and to just take time by yourself. I feel like you're someone who understands the importance of some tender loving care in your life and taking care of yourself. Again, maybe in the past you didn't take care of yourself as good as you should have. Maybe some of you guys really struggled with your health or mental well-being because of that, because you were always being a people pleaser, and that's why you're really focusing on yourself now. Some of you guys might also really love insects. Maybe you raise like butterflies, maybe you raise moths, maybe you have like a stick insect as well. But going forward, I feel like you're someone who's just a very, very gentle individual. You have a very gentle soul, a very gentle spirit, and I feel like that's something that you have kind of learned how to have. You know, it's not to say that you haven't always had it, but you've learned how to be more gentle towards yourself, because I feel like as you went through these cycles and these hard patches in your life, you've really learned how to be your own best friend, and that is so, so beautiful. So this person would really say that you're someone who can accomplish anything that you set your mind to, but you're also someone who takes the proper amount of time needed to be able to just focus on yourself, and they really find that attractive. Now going forward onto your next 3 cards, these are your Animal Totem Tarot cards, and these are talking about if your love interest could describe you to anyone in their life, maybe their friends, maybe their family members, maybe their great grandpa Jimmy, whoever that might be, what would they say? How would they describe you? So we have the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool card. Beautiful. So with the 3 of Pentacles, they see you as someone who is very cooperative. They see you as someone who works well with others. You might be a really amazing coworker as well. Maybe for some of you guys, you and your love interest go to the same school. Maybe you study at the same university. Maybe there's also this energy of the 2 of you guys being in the same friend group or the same friend circles, maybe growing up in the same neighborhood or the same community. I just feel like there's this closeness or this bond. Maybe you guys are literally coworkers, right? Whatever that might be, they see you as someone who works well with others. So you're very docile, you're very sweet, you're very kind, you're very calming, but you're also very balanced, right? I feel like you're someone who's very grounded and very down to earth. You're someone who knows how to balance your energies in such a beneficial way that also takes care of other people, right? Now with the Knight of Pentacles and with the Fool card, these are 2 awesome cards as well, because it really does talk about your stability with the Knight of Pentacles here, that you're someone who has secured a lot of stability and success for yourself, that you are someone who is always kind of ahead of the game in that regard as well. But going forward with the Knight of Pentacles, I also feel like you're someone who's incredibly intelligent. You might really excel in regards to language or in regards to science or history. You know, maybe you're someone who just knows a lot of awesome trivia facts as well, and that's something that you can really tell people about. But I also feel like you bring a lot of clarity into every situation. You bring stability in every situation that you're in as well, and you make sure that everyone feels comfortable that's around you. But again, you know when to relax and you know when to jump into action and when to have fun. With the Fool card, this is brand new beginnings. This is stepping into something new, or literally hopping into something new with the grasshopper here, right? So I feel like you guys are very excitable, and I feel like you guys also know when something is a good offer, when something is a good opportunity, and when to jump on it. So going on to your next few cards, these are going to be talking about how this person feels about you currently, since we have discovered how they view you. So this is how they feel deep down inside. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Hermit card. Okay, so I feel like for some of you guys, this is going to be very 50-50, to be completely honest. You know, I feel like they feel very secure in this situationship or this connection, or maybe just being a crush of yours, or, you know, maybe being in a relationship with you guys. Maybe some of you guys are already dating this individual, individual, but I feel like at the same time they see it as very tedious, you know, that sometimes this relationship does take a lot of work because both of you are accomplishing your own things. Now, it's not to say that this person wants to walk away from this connection, because I don't think it's that energy, but I feel like this individual feels very happy right now just kind of doing their own thing. Maybe you're kind of asking about how this person feels about you because you're in separation, or maybe this person lives at a distance. Maybe they've been spending more time at work, and maybe you're a little bit concerned because you're like, are they actually spending time at work, or are they spending time with Ashley down the street, right? But I feel like this person genuinely is just working hard. I feel like this person is really just chipping away at their own goals, their own aspirations, and their own dreams, you know, and I feel like this person is kind of secluding themselves for right now. Also with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like this individual, they might want to take you out, they might want to give you something, but at the end of the day, I feel like right now they're just kind of focused on themselves, and they feel like you're focused on yourself as well. So let's go ahead on to your next few cards. These might give us a little bit more clarity in regards to what this person wants, because honestly, with the Wheel of Fortune, do you see all of the work that's already been put in? I can't imagine this person wanting to walk away from this stack 3, right? So don't get worried just yet. Let's see, because usually in traditional tarot, the Seven of Pentacles talks about putting in the work, putting in the effort, wanting to work on something. So we have the Four of Swords, the Emperor card, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Oh, okay. So that makes a little bit more sense. So with the Four of Wands and the Emperor, you know, this person is really achieving new heights in themselves, in their career, in their studies, and that's why they're pulling back a little bit. This person might be a little bit quiet as well because they're just kind of healing from the past. They're healing themselves. I feel like this person wants to make more money too, to be completely honest. I feel like they want to be able to provide for you. They want to be able to take you out, and maybe that's a little bit of concern. For others of you, I feel like this individual has a lot of family matters that they're having to deal with and that they're having to tend to, which honestly makes sense with like the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, because there is a lot of tediousness here. So it's almost like maybe this person is having to take care of a family member by themselves, maybe a mother or a father figure, you know, maybe even a sibling. Maybe this individual is having to take care of them while they're sick, so they're having to go out and grocery shop, they're having to pay the bills, they're having to make sure that the electricity is still on. Like, I just feel like this individual has a lot on their plate, so it's not like they don't want this happily ever after with you, stack 3, because obviously they do, but I feel like this person has a lot on their plate. This person has a lot that they're dealing with. I keep hearing everyone knows I'm in over my head, and I totally just butchered the the melody of that. I couldn't remember how it went for a second. I could just remember the lyrics, but I feel like this person feels like they're over their head in drama, or in maybe things that they have to do every day. Maybe they feel overstressed, overworked. They feel like things in their life are a little bit complicated, and I feel like they don't want to muddy this relationship. For some of you guys, you might be on a break, or maybe you're headed towards a break, but honestly, I feel like it's just so this person can get their head back on straight, because I feel like for so long, while you've been focusing on yourself and you've been able to put boundaries down and say to people, no, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do this, I feel like your love interest is someone who has been roped into these things and who hasn't been able to speak up and say, hey, I don't want to do that, I don't feel comfortable. Like, this person just did it, right? And I feel like they're saying, I want to have this happily ever after with you, I want to come back together, but I want to come back together when all of this drama has been sort of taken care of. Maybe for some of you guys, this person, maybe they have a family member or a friend that has COVID, and maybe they're having to nurse them back to health, and maybe that's a very stressful time. Like, maybe a family member got like COPD or asthma from COVID, and maybe that's something that they're having like lingering effects from, and that's what they need help with. So going forward, what are this person's intentions with you in closing? And then we will pull you some charm cards. So, wow, why am I not surprised? We have the Princess of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Princess of Swords. This person is going to make communication with you, but it's going to be very sporadic, and I feel like it's going to be a little bit choppy. There might be times where you don't hear from this individual at all. You know, I feel like they're not going to ghost you, but I feel like this person just has, again, a lot on their plate. They're focusing on their own success. They're focusing on their own happiness because of this drama. We have the Five of Wands showing up again in the same position, the same exact position. And I feel like this person just has a lot going on in their life, and it's not in regards to you. So at least you can breathe easy knowing this person sees you as their happiness. You bring a lot of peace into their life. You bring a lot of joy into their life as well, and a lot of comfort. I feel like you really do ease a lot of the anxieties and the fears. But at the same time, I feel like this individual is like, I don't want to project on you. I don't want to bring this into your life, so I'm going to keep my distance. You know, I feel like this individual isn't going to do anything too crazy. Like, there's going to be communication, but that's going to be about it. I can't see this individual like coming forward and doing some grand display of affection, or getting like one of those helicopters or planes with the banners behind them that's like, I love you, Cynthia. Like, I can't imagine this individual doing that. But I feel like that's something that they might consider in the future, but they're still going through this transformation, this metamorphosis, and this growth period of being able to spread their own wings and go off into the sunset, you know, being able to find their own independence. Because I feel like in regards to the two of you guys, you're on different time frames, you know, and you're on different spiritual levels, and that's not a bad thing. But what it is signifying and what it is talking about is that you guys are healing at different rates, you know, and I feel like you're more healed than this individual is, and that's something that this person has noticed. I feel like your love interest has really taken stock and taken emotional and mental inventory and said to themselves, wow, I have a lot of healing I can do before I can be with so-and-so, right? Because again, this person doesn't want to bring a mess into your life. I keep hearing that they're saying like, you found me when I'm broken and I want to come back to you as a whole piece, you know? And I feel like this individual feels very sad about that, right? They really want a family with you though. So I'm going to grab some charms right off the bat. So stack three's person. Stack three's person. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So right off the bat, let me just grab all of these. This person feels a little bit empty without you, to be honest, with this empty wrapper. I feel like this person really misses you, even if they're like secluding themselves like purposely or just by themselves. This person really does miss you. King of Pentacles again, look at that. So yeah, this person is focusing on their stability, they're focusing on their wealth, but they're getting a little bit scared because they're getting older. And I feel like this person is like, we're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about it lately. I need to get some abundance, baby, before I can come and move in with you, right? Like, I feel like this person's very worried about it. So I feel like what they can give you is very playful. What they can offer you is, I don't want to say surface level, but I feel like this individual can't give you more than that right now. Like, it's not a solid ring, it's not a stable ring, but you know, it's a ring all the same. Like, they can still be in your life, they can still talk to you, but it's not going to, you know, maybe be as much as you want. But I feel like this individual is just really biting the bullet, so to speak, and they're focusing on themselves, they're focusing on their happiness. We also have Think Green. You know, so I feel like this individual also feels like you're someone who is very environmentally friendly. Some of you guys, also with this turtle, maybe slow and steady wins the race here. You're very meticulous. You take your time with understanding new concepts, but you really love like basketball. Maybe you love football. Maybe you love soccer. There's just this energy of sports with you guys. You're a very sporty pile. Yeah, especially with Iron Man down here. I feel like you're very confident. Again, this goes hand in hand with Carnelian. This is the crystal of confidence. This is like the Tony Stark of crystals, right? But going forward, I also feel like you're somebody who's very focused on your own career. Again, you really do push this person to be better, you know, and I feel like this individual, yeah, maybe you literally have your own house, maybe you bought your own house, but I feel like this person wants to get their own house before they come forward with you and offer you something stable, but they're very loyal to you, and they feel like you're a very loyal individual as well. I feel like that's something that's kind of mirrored here, but again, look at that. There has to be some form of transformation that happens before this person comes forward to you. Yeah, I feel like this person is just kind of getting prepared. They're moving forward, but they know that you're someone who has overcome a lot of difficulties, that you have been through transformation out of these really kind of tumultuous times in your life, right? It hasn't always been an easy ride. I feel like it's been very turbulent, but look, we have 2 teardrops. I feel like this person also shares in that same agony, or, you know, in that same despair. Maybe both of you guys have lost someone that was very important to you and very dear to you, and that was a way that you guys kind of bonded and connected as well. But going forward, we also have this chicken again talking about resilience. I love that energy here, because you are someone who perseveres. You're someone who takes good care of yourself. Again, you have very nice hair, stack 3. You know, I feel like you take good care of it. You take good care of yourself in general. You know, I also feel like some of you guys are very adaptable to any situation that you're in as well. You're someone who loves to stop and smell the roses. You love to take your time. They also see you as someone who might need like a sleep machine, or maybe you love ASMR before you go to bed. But we also have this Triceratops. They see you as someone who's very playful. They see you as someone who has a lot of fun. They see you as someone as well who's maybe very connected with their inner child too, and they really appreciate that. Now we also have your ability to connect with others will always be your greatest strength. Yes, and that's exactly what we were talking about earlier, that you're very good at connecting with others and finding common ground. We also have the letter E. Your name might start with the letter E. Their name might start with the letter E. Earl, Esther, what's another E name? Are those the only E names I know? Yeah, I think that's it, you guys. I'm calling it quits. That's it. Leave me Eugene, that's an E. Leave me some names down below that start with E, you guys. I'm very concerned that I can't think of any other E names. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's very specific. Maybe some of you guys have like a last name that's Earl, E-A-R-L-E, or maybe this person is Earl, or maybe they have like a grandparent that's named Earl, or it could even be that maybe this person's like Eugene. Maybe they're the Walking Dead fans. Maybe you guys really love watching The Walking Dead, since I think of Eugene. I also think of the show Everybody Hates Earl, so maybe this person is like a 2005 baby, or maybe they were born in like the 90s or the 80s and they loved watching like Everybody Hates Earl like in the early 2000s. I don't know, very specific message for someone. But going forward onto your next two cards, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. They still want to offer you something. They still want to come towards you because you're a very hard worker. You're someone who is making the effort in your own life. You're someone who is very abundant, very generous, very forthcoming, and they want to have that energy towards you as well, but it's going to take some work. This person has to put in the work first on their own end before they come towards you, Stack 3. So I hope that you enjoyed this. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if this resonated, Stack 3. Also, make sure to press like if you enjoyed this reading, and make sure to press subscribe if you have not already. You can also press that little bell icon to be notified every time I upload a brand new reading. I also have all of my links in the description box down below in case you want to have a personal reading with me. I also have my Tumblr if you want to see my full moon and new moon horoscopes. I also just restarted my Patreon as well, where we have a bunch of new Patreon pledges that you can choose from. There's a lot of early access to videos, early access to horoscopes, Patreon only content. So definitely check that out if you feel inclined. But I hope you guys are doing amazing and staying in good health, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, Stack 3! Hello to everyone who picked Stack 4. Let's get right into your reading and see how does your love interest view you currently. So right off the bat, I love the fact that you chose the Amethyst pendant with the Kenaz rune. I feel like you are someone who is incredibly intelligent, very well read, very well educated as well. You're someone who really does put an emphasis on your education and on everything that you've learned in life. And the funny thing is that honestly, I feel like you have learned a lot on your own, that you're someone who loves to go to the library, you're someone who loves to learn, you're someone who is actively very hungry for knowledge. And that's something that your significant other or your current love interest or crush finds very beautiful about you, right? They love the fact that you're incredibly intelligent. They love the fact that you are someone who is constantly learning, constantly evolving, and constantly growing. You know, I feel like whenever there is something that you don't understand, you immediately dive into it, especially if you're a little bit afraid of it or if you're a little bit scared. So let's say that some of you guys are scared of going on cruise ships. So you go online and you start researching, like, what are the statistics of getting into a big crash on a cruise ship, right? And I feel like once you start really reading into it, you feel better. Your anxiety is eased. It's almost alleviated. And that's something that this person finds very kind of sentimental about you as well, is that they love the fact that you self-soothe yourself. And they love the fact that if someone else is a little bit nervous or a little bit uncomfortable with something, you will Google it and you'll be like, hey, well, here's the statistics, here's the chances, you know, here are the signs to look out for as well. Like, you're someone who just makes everyone feel aware and makes other people feel prepared as well. So going forward with Kenaz too, I feel like you are someone who is incredibly spiritual. I feel like you're very psychic. We do have an owl here also, and whenever I see that as messengers from the divine, messages from your spirit guides, from your ancestors, and from your past loved ones. And you might be someone who receives a lot of signs and synchronicities, such as maybe 444, 222, 1111, and you might even post it on your social media. And I feel like that's something this person finds very beautiful about you, is that you're very connected connected to the divine. You're also someone who is all about positivity. You go with the flow, you have a good time, you're very present in the moment as well, very grounded. You know, you're someone who always tries to make the best out of any situation and the best out of a bad situation as well. And that's another thing this person finds very beautiful about you, and another thing that they find very admirable and inspirational, to be completely honest. I feel like this person also tends to lose their words when they're around you. I keep hearing, "You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you." You know, I feel like this person just thinks that you are heaven on earth. They think that you are someone who is maybe even too good to be of this planet, right? Maybe that's why they also would say to people, like, this person's an angel. This person is literally, like, sent from the heavens to come down and be with me. Like, oh my gosh, like, maybe this person is a hopeless romantic, and maybe that's something that the two of you guys share in common too. But going forward with Amethyst, whenever we think of Amethyst, you know, of course we think of the spiritual awareness and the psychic and intuitive side, but we also think of the fact that it is kind of a tranquilizer. It helps us get to sleep easier. It wards off any nightmares. So you're very protective of the people that you love, right? I feel like there's nothing you wouldn't do for the people that you care about, but you're also very healing. You know, I feel like you're someone who is able to be a mediator. You're able to hear every side of a story, you know, and also with kind of alleviating anger, and it also alleviates sadness and grief, Amethyst. So I feel like you're someone who is just very good at hearing people out and being able to transmutate negative energy into positive again, making everyone be able to laugh. I feel like when people feel a little bit breathless, you come up to them and it's almost like you just and suddenly they can breathe again. It would be the best way to put it. It's almost as if you're an emergency inhaler to people, a spiritual emergency inhaler. But you guys are definitely very psychically aware and very connected with others. I definitely feel like you're an empath, those that pick this pile, and that's what your significant other loves about you. Now, going forward, I also want to say before we go on to this next card, I feel like you guys get along with everyone that you meet. So your significant other feels like they can introduce you to all of their friends and family members, and they don't have to worry about it. And that's something they find very admirable, because in the past I feel like they've been with people who they couldn't they couldn't bring around, let's be honest here, because I feel like maybe they had too strong of a personality. That's not a bad thing, but I feel like, you know, maybe there were some toes stepped on or what have you. But I feel like you're someone who's very respectful of every outlook, every culture, and every religion, and that's something that this individual really, really loves. It's almost like a sigh of relief to where they feel that they can introduce you to anyone, and there's not going to be any repercussions or any bad things happening. You're not going to just say something, like, you're not going to insult their boss and be like, "Ugh, you're wearing a pink shirt today. You could have worn purple to match the establishment you work at, John." Like, I feel like you're someone who would just be like, "Oh, I like your shirt today, John." You know, it's that sort of a difference, right? So going forward onto your animal language card, this is talking all about how this person views you. We have number 6, dugong. Beautiful. So right off the bat, whenever I think of dugongs, growing up in Florida, they would always warn you that in certain zones you can't use your motor. And the reason for that is because it all obviously will chop into the back of the dugong. It will chop into the back of the manatee. And manatees are so docile, all they can really do is just be like, "Ow," and float away. Like, they don't give any fight back. They're very gentle giants, gentle creatures. And I feel like that's the same energy that we have here with you, is that you guys just kind of keep going along, even when you've been hurt, even when you've been wronged. You just kind of bite your tongue and you just keep moving, you know, because you don't want the bad karma in your life. Let's be real here. I feel like you're someone who is like, "I don't even have to deal with this. I don't have to deal with you because karma is going to get you, and I have my own karma that I'm dealing with, and I have my own good karma that's on the way as well. So I have so many things to look forward to. Why would I waste my breath on that?" You know, and I feel like you're someone who just keeps moving forward in life, just keep floating along, just kind of bobbing, you know, and that's something your love interest really appreciates about you, is that you're just very easygoing. You go with the flow, you trust the universe, and you surrender to the divine. Now also, with the number 6, I see this as the Robin Williams number. You know, someone who is a comedian, someone who has a great sense of humor, makes other people laugh, make other people feel comforted. And a lot of times you put others before yourself. It's almost as if you take a step back and put yourself on the back burner to help other people live their dreams or accomplish their dreams or accomplish their goals. And that's very, very admirable, right? You're someone who is very financially abundant, financially stable, financially successful as well. And that's something that this individual is very proud of. You're very self-sufficient. I feel like you're also very abundant in everything. Abundant in happiness, in laughter, in jokes, in friends. You know, you're just someone who is very abundant in every way imaginable. You're just very positive and optimistic. I feel like you would say, I'm rich in love. And that's something that this individual really loves about you too. You might have like Cancer in Venus, Taurus in Venus, any of those signs that are just really sweet and soft when it comes to love. Maybe even Pisces and Venus as well. So going forward with Dugong, it says trust, grace, mystery, and humor. So you're a little bit mysterious to this individual. I feel like your love interest still doesn't necessarily know what to make of you. It's almost as if right when they think that they know who you are, they immediately find a new layer to peel back. You're a lot like an onion, I guess would be the best way to put it. And as soon as they peel another, you're like, oh, another layer, right? And this person has so much fun just getting to know you and understand who it is that you are, because honestly, you surprise them every single day. I feel like this person, if they could be completely honest with you, would probably tell you each day I fall more and more in love with you, and as cheesy and as corny as that sounds, I feel like this individual, it's because they learn new things about you that they didn't know before. And that really means a lot to them, to be able to get to know you, to be able to share this space with you, because they see you as such a divine being, stack 4. Now also, you're someone who is very trustworthy as well. I feel like you're someone who is very good at taking care of your friends and family members' secrets, kind of not telling anyone, not having loose lips. Your lips are sealed, right? Now, you're also someone who is very gracious, very graceful, someone who is very gracious when it comes to change, when it comes to stepping into a new period of time in your life or stepping into a new circumstance. And that's another thing that your love interest really loves about you. But you're definitely someone who takes the good with the bad, and you take every day in stride. And that's another thing this person really appreciates. So going forward, onto your next card, what else does this person really think of when they think about you? So we have number 23, adventure. Yes, the number 23 talks about metamorphosis, about growth, about change, and the fact that you just jump headfirst into it. You're not someone who is scared of change. You're someone who is actually very excited by it. You're very excited to step into new cycles in your life. You don't want to keep reading the same book over and over and over and over again. You want to go on to something brand new. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, maybe you're literally a bookworm. Maybe you love to read, and that's another thing this person really loves about you, because you go on these like book rants and you're like, this is what I loved about the book. This is what I hated about the book. This is what I wish would be more in the book. You're someone who is just very intelligent in that regard. You might also be in some book clubs too, but going forward with adventure, it says experience, taking risks, and wish. So you're definitely someone who is very experienced. You might be more experienced in regards to love and relationships than this individual is. You might also be more emotionally available and more emotionally mature too. Sorry if you could hear that beeping in the background. It was my laptop just kind of plugging itself in and plugging itself out for some reason. So I fixed it, but we are right back on track. But going forward, I feel like this person really loves the fact that you're very adventurous as well. You're someone who is always taking risks. You're always someone who is going towards your wish fulfillments and towards the things that you want in life. You're someone who isn't going to settle for less than you deserve. You hold yourself up to a higher kind of expectation as well. It's not to say that you have high expectations for those around you, because you don't. You want people to just show up as they are, but I feel like every single day you're thinking to yourself, how can I better myself? How can I be better than I was yesterday? How can I take care of myself better today? And that's another thing that your love interest finds very admirable about you, stack 4. But you're also someone who takes risks. You don't mind going on to something brand new. You don't mind getting into a career that maybe you know nothing about. Maybe you're just deciding, hey, I want to wake up tomorrow and I want to be a hot dog salesman. And that's great. You go for it, and you go for it full steam. And I feel like you're also someone at the same time who, doesn't shy away from a challenge. You're someone who actually welcomes it. But I feel like you're someone who's very creative in the way that you tackle it as well. You don't tackle it in the same way that maybe other people would, but that's another thing this person really loves about you. Again, you don't fit that cookie cutter mold, but it's because you're so much better than the mold, right? Now, going forward onto your next 3 cards, these are your Animal Totem Tarot cards, and these are talking about if your love interest could describe you to other people that are around them, what would they say? So this could be their coworkers, this could be their friend Mary, this could be their mother or their father Glenn, whoever that might be. see, how would they describe you? We have the High Priestess, the Magician, and the Page of Cups. Wow. So right off the bat, the High Priestess and the Magician, these are the two most magical cards of the major arcana. So they see you as someone who is a very, very spiritual being. They see you as someone who is incredibly intuitive. They see you as someone who follows your intuition and follows your gut feeling as well. They see you as someone who receives a lot of messages from spirit, and maybe even someone who does a lot of rituals in regards to the full and new moon. You might be someone who has a lot of crystals, so maybe you like to put them out in regards to the full moon or new moon as well to charge. You might even put them in the sun. Maybe you have like a carnelian that you like to put out in the sun, and then that way you can kind of carry it around in your purse. But this person loves that about you. I feel like they would kind of call you eclectic, or they might call you eccentric, or they might also call you what's the word that I'm thinking of? Intriguing. There we go. You know, I feel like this person would say that they're very intrigued by you, that you're someone that they haven't quite figured out yet. You're very fascinating. You know, they've never met anyone like you. And I feel like that's something that really sets you apart from the rest of the crowd, is that you're kind of an enigma to them. And we do have the seal over here, so it kind of reminds me of the old tale of the Selkie. And Selkies were these seal people who could take off their seal skin and put it on the beach, so then that way they could walk around as a human for a little bit, get some air in their lungs, just kind of walk around. Well, legend has it that the first person that could come across a Selkie skin would take it, and immediately they would have a new wife or husband. You know, they would have a new partner, because then they would own the Selkie. And I feel like that's the same energy that we have here, is that your love interest feels like you're very hard to keep, or that you're very hard to tie down, and that, you know, when it is time to kind of settle down, you're going to make that choice. So you're going to make that decision to take off your skin and be like, well, here you go, you know, here's the key to the kingdom. But I feel like this person sees you as someone who is very go with the flow, very easygoing, very watery, very fluid. You might have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Maybe even also Aries, as we do have the Magician here. But I feel like you're someone who is just very intuitive. You go with the flow. You know, you trust the universe, and you trust in divine timing too. This person also sees you as a master manifester. They might tell other people that you're incredibly resourceful, that you're someone who makes the most out of everything that you have as well. You're someone who's very witty. You're someone who is very chivalrous, at the same time very generous. You love to share all of your resources. With the Magician here, though, I also feel like you're someone who works very closely with the law of attraction. Maybe you journal as well. Maybe some of you guys love bullet journaling. Maybe you've manifested yourself to have a little bit of a social media following as well for some of you guys. For others, I feel like you are working on your spiritual career. You're working on becoming a spiritual advisor and, you know, really putting yourself out there. For some of you guys, maybe you're literally working online. Maybe you're providing personal reading services. Maybe you're someone as well who is deciding to open a YouTube for your spiritual readings, and that's going to be awesome. Definitely go for it. For others of you, I feel like you're manifesting to be your own boss. You know, you're manifesting to be your own self-starter or an entrepreneur, and that's another thing this person really loves about you, right? There's this awareness of your dreams and what it is that you want to get accomplished in this lifetime, and this person finds that so admirable. They love the fact that you're very reflective too, and I feel like you don't take things too seriously, right? I feel like you just kind of like, okay, you just kind of keep moving on. Even if someone's a little bit rude to you, you're just sort of like, well, whatever. You know, you just kind of float past it. So going on to your next few cards, these are going to be talking about what your love interest's feelings are towards you. So we have the Ace of Swords with the Two of Wands, the Strength card, the Six of Pentacles, and the Devil. Beautiful. Okay, so don't get too scared by the Devil. These are actually really good cards in regards to current feelings. So right off the bat with the Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands, this person wants to have more communication with you. They love your thoughts. I keep hearing Penny for your thoughts as well. This person loves hearing your opinions on life and maybe even your opinions on them. Maybe they want you to open up and say how you feel about them. You know, maybe this person has been left in kind of limbo. For some of you guys that are dating this individual, I feel like there's this huge kind of sensual attraction to this individual. It's almost as if, again, you guys can't keep your hands to yourself. You know, as if the two of you guys want to meet up, you know, maybe have a little bit of fun together, wink wink, nudge nudge. But we also have the Two of Wands with the Strength card. They love the fact that you're someone who is very vulnerable, that you take care of them. You know, I feel like when the two of you guys are together, you really love this individual, and maybe you guys cuddle, you know, maybe you love to run your fingers through this person's hair. I feel like that's something that they really appreciate as well. You know, and this person really does see a future with you. It's almost as if they're planning behind the scenes on how to bring it up to you, on how to plan for the future, how to plan for a potential family, or how to plan for, you know, maybe even just settling down together, right? But I feel like this person is trying to get their money in order before they come to you with anything too serious, right? But it's almost this energy of like, I'm bound to you, right? Like, this isn't something that I can easily shake, or this isn't a situationship or a relationship or a crush that I can easily get rid of. You know, I feel very stuck in this. With this Devil card, it kind of makes me think of the Eight of Swords in a way, of feeling very trapped or stuck in this situation or in this environment. For some of you guys, this person might be a little bit codependent on you, and maybe that's something that they're a little bit worried about, that maybe they're starting to I don't want to say, I keep hearing override, like override your systems. No, I feel like this person just feels like they're going to take up too much of your time, or maybe they're already taking too much of your time up already. But this person does see a future with you. They want to settle down with you. They see you as potentially their future partner, or the person that they want to spend the rest of their life with. You know, but again, I feel like this person is focusing on their finances. This person might also be getting you a really nice gift for your birthday as well this year. I'm just going to throw that out there. I feel like this person has been working incredibly hard, maybe even working overtime to afford this. For some of you guys, it's going to be a travel. It's going to be maybe even vacation. For others of you guys, it's going to be like a bracelet, maybe even a book that you've always wanted, maybe even new tarot cards, maybe even a crystal ball. There's just this energy of this person really putting a lot of thought and energy into this gift, and a lot of money too, right? So this person is really working on their finances, but they do see a future with you. They want to plan for it. But right now, it's almost as if the two of you guys are in sort of unforeseen circumstances. Like, maybe you live far away from each other. Maybe there's this energy of the two of you guys being very busy in your everyday lives. I mean, that makes sense considering this person is already working on their finances here, and you're manifesting your best life. So I wouldn't be surprised, right? So maybe the two of you guys are just incredibly busy, and there's not as much communication as before. So that's why you're doing this check-in, but I feel like everything is good. I feel like this person is just working overtime, maybe even working double or triple shifts, so then that way they can get you something nice, or they can provide for you. So going on to your next few cards, these are going to be talking about what your significant other or love interest wants with you in a perfect world. Now, these are your Crow Tarot cards. It says the Hierophant, the Hermit, Justice, and the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands again. Yeah, this person definitely sees a future with you, stack 4, so don't even stress about it. Don't fret, don't worry. You know, this is the same energy of you. You know, I feel like this is the same thing that you want. I feel like you want a future with this individual. I feel like you want commitment. You want something long-term. You want something very steady and stable, and they want the same thing. They have the key here. I keep hearing, I've got the power. So maybe this person literally wants to buy you like a ring. Maybe this person wants to take the initiative and take that jump forward because they see you constantly taking the leap of faith and going into your own happiness. But look at that, we also have the Hermit and Justice. So it's almost as if they're saying, I want this commitment, but I also have some things on my end that I have to take care of first, so then that way I can come forward with an amazing offer. But this is set in stone. It's almost like this person has already decided that you're their other half, you're the person they want to be with. You know, and maybe you've also said that to them. You know, maybe you've said to them before, like, I know we're gonna get married, or I know we're gonna move in together, or I know you're the person that I'm gonna be with. Because for you, being a very spiritual being, you already knew. You know, it was almost this spirit coming down and just saying to you, whispering in your ear and being like, you're gonna end up with Herman. You know, like, it's that sort of an energy. And I feel like both of you guys know that it's only a matter of time before you really come together and stay together. But this person has a lot on their plate. They're really focusing on their finances and on their career. And honestly, I feel like you are too, stack 4. So going on to closing messages, these are this person's intentions towards you. We have the Lover's card, the King of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Wands again. Oh my gosh, look at that. 3 Two of Wands. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy, you guys. So yeah, this person sees a future with you. They see marriage, they see kids, they see a house, they see, you know, a nice fenced yard. They see maybe even having like a nice fish tank with you. It's everything, you guys. They want to have like old people moving into your house. They have children, like everything, you know, it doesn't matter. Just come into our house. We're happy. We have a great house. You know, I feel like this person is maybe saving up so then that way they can get a new home. But they want to provide for you. They want to take care care of you. And honestly, I feel like this person is really scared of, you know, maybe even having this talk, because it's almost as if they have to abandon the life that they have now in order to step into this new life. And I feel like preparing to go into a life with a partner is very difficult, because you're stepping out of this energy of only having to care about yourself or provide for yourself or look out for yourself. You know what I mean? So I feel like this person is really going to be taking it in stride, but they're a little bit nervous about opening up. Would you want the same thing potentially? Would you be happy with settling down with them already? You know, there's a lot of worries and a lot of fears that are kind of clouding this person's mind, especially since we did have the devil here. But this person has already decided, you know, they've already made the decision to settle down with you, basically to be with you forever. You know, for those of you that picked this pile, congratulations. Like, this really is going to result in a deeper level of commitment, but there's going to need to be a conversation here about what both of you guys want, right? And I feel like this individual is going to initiate it, to be completely honest. So going forward onto your charms, let's go ahead and grab some more energies on how this individual views you. Please mute it if it is too loud. It might be a little loud. So stack 4 is person, how they view stack 4. Okay, so right off the bat, oh my gosh, look at that, the 4 of Wands again! And the devil, yeah, this person feels very codependent on you. This person wants to marry you. This person wants to grow old with you, honey. You know, because they think that you're amazing. They think that you're someone who has put in a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of energy into yourself. You know, you're someone who has been through a lot of transformation, a lot of metamorphosis. You're someone who is also a hopeless romantic like them. I feel like they love the fact that you're very sentimental as well. They love the fact that you're someone who's incredibly studious. You're very intelligent. You're someone who's very psychic and very gifted in that regard. And it's funny because this wrapper just opened, so it could be that, you know, you're someone who's very forthcoming with yourself and, you know, with your emotions. And even though the world hasn't always been kind to you, you have always stayed very transparent, and you've always stayed very kind to others, right? I feel like you've always stayed very empathetic too. Now we also have the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. You're very meticulous. You take your time, especially when it comes to you know, making decisions. And look, a penny. I was just saying earlier, a penny for your thoughts, right? I feel like this person, especially since we have the Thor pin over here, I feel like this is saying they see you as someone who's very worthy of very good things, you know, worthy of all the happiness in the world. And I feel like maybe that's also the worry is, can I provide that for this individual? Can I be their happiness? You know, but it's almost as if you reached a plateau when you met this individual in your career. And when the two of you guys come together or came together, I feel like things just started flowing again, and it became easy to go towards your career and towards your passions. But this person really does say, you know, you light my soul on fire. You make me feel like I'm a kid again as well. And maybe that's what this person is scared of, like playing house full time, right? But we also have this, they think the world of you, to be completely honest, and they think that you're sweet as honey. They also love the fact that you can sometimes be very traditional. I feel like you're very down to earth too, very humble, you know, but you're someone who very much goes against the grain. You do things in a way that makes sense to you, but it doesn't necessarily make sense to others, and that's okay, right? Again, you're someone who's also very spiritually inclined. You receive a lot of messages from your spirit guides, ancestors, and past loved ones. We also have the tiger here. White tigers are always seen as a symbol of good luck and protection. And I feel like you're someone who is very lucky, you know, someone who has a lot of good luck. And I feel like it's because you manifest a lot. You work with the law of attraction. You might also be someone who journals or like keeps a vision board. And that's another way that you're able to manifest such beautiful things in your life. For a lot of you guys, you also practice visualization too. This person misses you though. Notice how we have the empty cameo. And I feel like this person is like, look at this photograph, and just like staring at their photographs and staring at all the pictures they have of you because they miss you. They want to make new memories. But yeah, there is this energy of both of you guys really going towards your own careers, your own goals, and your life path. But I really do feel like the two of you guys are going to end up together, right? Now we also have this blue piece of paper here, which is talking all about the fact that you are someone who is emotionally resilient, that you are someone who is emotionally available, that you're someone who is emotionally healthy as well. Now we also have, you will soon become the teacher, not the student. So again, some of you guys are spiritual advisors, or you want to teach people spirituality or new spiritual concepts. We also have, you are so incredibly strong and brave. Thank you for always helping me carry any heavy bags, worries, and any fears that I might have. You are the best. And I feel like that's the same energy that we have here. with this individual saying, you know, that you are so strong and so brave and so courageous, you know, that was really echoed through these cards too, that you just jump right into new ideas and new experiences. And I feel like this person feels a little scared to do that themselves, and that's why they're so impressed with you, Stack 4. But going forward, oh wow, this person has a lot of love for you with the Ace of Cups here. I'm so excited, I'm like stuttering. Now we also have the Fool card, the Moon, the Hanged Man, and the Chariot. Wow, all major arcana except for the Ace, which is very powerful. They want a great change with you. They want to step into a new situation with you where you guys are having a new beginning together. Maybe that's also why we had new beginnings. Where was it? I think it was on the adventure card, taking risks and wish and experience. That's kind of like new beginnings, stepping into that. Also for some of you guys, pile 3 might resonate. Just want to throw that out there. But going forward with the Fool and the Ace of Cups, I also feel like there's this energy of this person coming forward with a new offer of love and a new offer of commitment. Again, that conversation, it's going to be a little bit scary, and I feel like this person is going to have a little bit of anxiety approaching you with it, but it really is going to usher in this new period of happiness and joy for both of you guys, you know? And also with the Hanged Man, I feel like it's going to bring in this reflective and meditative period as well. I feel like you guys are going to become more enlightened as you keep going forward and going towards your independence, and it's going to slowly bring the two of you guys back together, almost like magnets. I feel like you guys keep getting pulled back together like magnets. No matter what happens, no matter how much time you've spent apart from each other, I feel like you're always going to come back together, and it's always going to be this energy of things just kind of coming full circle, right? There's a lot of unconditional love in this pile, you guys. This person really thinks the entire world of you. Beautiful. And they want you to feel loved and appreciated. They want you to know that they love you. They want you to know that they're there, that they're stable in this commitment and in this relationship, right? So I hope that you enjoyed this Stack 4. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if this resonated. Make sure to press like if you enjoyed this video, and also make sure to hit subscribe if you have not already, and press the little bell icon to be notified every time I upload a brand new reading. But I hope you guys are doing amazing and staying in good health, and I hope to see you in the next one. Sorry if you hear my dog barking in the background, by the way. That's my dog, Scotty. He's like a senior corgi. He's a corgi chihuahua, and he is so cute. I love him. Oh my goodness. He is gonna be 14 this year. Oh my gosh. He's so cute, you guys. He looks like a beluga whale, to be honest. But I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!